Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hello there, I'm Djinn, this is Marvel Heroes, all things Deadpool. And right here we're going to go over all of Deadpool's current powers, costumes, and some other cool Deadpool stuff. Now, Deadpool can be a close combat character, he can be a ranged character, he has great survivability. Overall, Deadpool is a really well-balanced guy. Let's check him out. And we're on to the costumes. This first costume is quite the beauty. This is Deadpool's default costume. It's his classic costume. This is definitely classic Deadpool. When I think of Deadpool in my head, this is exactly what I think of him looking like. Next up we have his X-Men costume. This is the Deadpool costume. Uniform, whatever you want to call it, that he wears in the X-Men. And third, this is his X-Force costume. It looks same colors as Wolverine's X-Force costume. Pretty snazzy. Oh, and this is Deadpool's next costume. It's very similar to his classic costume, but of course, no mask on. You can see his disfigured face. Let's get a good look at that face. Look at that beauty. There's a new sheriff in town. This is Deadpool's sheriff costume. He's got the round brown, he's got the badge. You don't want to mess with this cop. And also, I'd like to point out, that is a wonderful tie. And finally, we have Deadpool's enhanced pirate costume. This thing is enhanced.
I be back thanks to ye.
So he talks like a pirate while he's wearing this costume. It's actually incredibly comical. If you play Deadpool and you've normally played with his other costumes and you run around, and he is hilarious, but you can swap this thing on and you get a whole new world of possibilities. You get all kinds of new lines and he speaks like a pirate the whole time. It's really funny. This is it. I love just watching how he runs around in this thing. The cape is so awesome. And yeah, anyways, let me know which Deadpool costume is your favorite. Tell me in the comments below. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you which one of these Deadpool costumes is actually my favorite. First, I'd like to point out that Deadpool has this extra bar down here. This is his pain gauge. You accumulate pain when an enemy damages you, so certain abilities use pain for increased effects and stuff like that. So keep in mind this is the pain bar and you gain pain as you take damage. Alright, and starting out with Deadpool's powers, we have the Hurdy Tree, which comes first. At level 1 you will unlock Bang Bang automatically. This is a basic fighting power. Every time you put points into it, you'll raise the physical damage, and it has synergies with Armor Buster and Bang Boom. This is the actual power. It's more of a skill, wouldn't you say? He's just shooting guns, but I guess he does have infinite ammo. He is Deadpool though, he does like to cheat. Next up in the Hurdy Tree is Armor Buster. This one is similar. It does physical damage, but this one also lowers the physical defense of the enemy you're hitting with it, and just like the other one, you gain points of physical damage when you put points in, and you also raise the amount of defense reduction that you do to the enemy. It also shares the synergies with the other two. And it's a very similar shot, it just shoots just as quick. And finally, at level 20, you get Bang Boom. Exploding bullets are the best kinds of bullets. This does physical damage as well. Also shares synergy. The more points you put in, the more physical damage it will do. And it explodes when it hits whatever enemy you're hitting. And as you'll be able to tell, maybe, if I can find some enemies close together, that it will have a slight AoE. So, shooting this one guy, you could see it killed both of those guys because the bullets do explode and it will hit everyone that's around that little area. And at level 28 you get Shoot All the Bullets, hold down the trigger till it's empty. This does a decent amount of physical damage. It is an ongoing power, so you will be costing spirit per second you hold down the trigger. Every time you put points into it, it will increase that physical damage a bit. This is the cone AoE in which the power hits, and when you use it, it looks a little something like this. As you can see, it does take spirit as you hold the trigger down, so you can just waste this until you run out of spirit. At level 4, Deadpool gets Foot Gougers, and this little piggy went, "Oh goodness, I'm bleeding very badly now!" So what Foot Gougers does is you throw a bunch of Foot Gougers on the floor, and the enemy standing on them will take bleed damage over time, slow percent movement speed, 50% that is, and it will last for 3 seconds. So basically it'll do 283 at this level right here for 3 seconds. You put points into it, it will raise that bleed damage up. And I actually have it at this right now, so 342 for 3 seconds. That's a good chunk of damage right now, and it's extra damage. Throw the things down, and it just eats these guys away. I'm not even shooting them, and it's killing them. And this is something you can do on top of your normal shot. So you can throw these down and be working on double damage. I use these in my main build. They might not be as practical in a party situation if you're playing a ranged Deadpool. However, for solo, they are really quite amazing. And finally, at level 10 for Deadpool, you'll unlock more bullets. More bullets means more fighting and shooting, yay! So when you use more bullets, you'll regain spirit, and if you have pain to spend, it will double the spirit regenerated. It's an extremely useful skill. As you put points into it, you'll gain more spirit back per use. Let's go ahead and waste a bunch of spirit real quick. And then this is it right here. As soon as we hit it, you get spirit back, and then it just goes on that 7-second cooldown. So you could technically be spamming spirit and then every second just use that again. It really helps out with spirit gain. The next tree up for Deadpool is his fighty tree. We're going to start off here with Slice and Dice. And you unlock this at level 16. Two swords provide plenty of carnage for everyone around you. It does physical damage. Per point you put in, it will increase that physical damage. It has this slight AoE range around Deadpool immediately. This is what it looks like on barrels. Let's see what it looks like on guys. It's just a round AoE. Take some spirit. I ran out already. Gotta run away. At level 24, you can unlock Awesome Lunge of Death. This shares a synergy with Slice and Dice. Physical damage, same deal. You put points in, it will increase that damage. And this one is one of these charge powers. Now at level 1, this is Deadpool's basic melee attack. It's Flesh Wound. It does physical damage and physical bleed damage, so every time you put points into it, it'll increase that bleed a little bit, it'll increase that physical a little bit. It's just his regular attack. This is his basic. At level 20, you'll get the ability to unlock Big Ol' Stab. There's nothing like a katana in the gut to leave your enemy feeling pain. This does decent physical damage, and it also stuns the enemy. As you put points in, it will increase that physical damage and that stun duration. Let's see if we can get the stun. And there's the stun. At level 2, Deadpool will get the ability to unlock Swift Kick. It just kicks the guy right in the stomach, and you'll knock him back. Every time you put points into it, it'll increase the stun duration and the physical damage. Kick him, punt him back, do whatever you gotta do. Beavers don't like being kicked, or are these naked mole rats? I'm not sure what these guys are. I'm gonna go with the naked mole rat. At level 12, you'll get Stop, Drop, and Roll. This is Deadpool's roll ability. It's good for mobility if you want. You can put points into it, it'll increase the stun duration, so if you roll into enemies, it will stun them. I use it for mobility, as every other character that has an ability like this. Stop, Drop, and Roll. And at level 16, you'll unlock Stabby Flip. So you jump over a dude and you stab him, and he goes, "Oh!" and stumbles away, and it's just awesome. Believe us. If you spend pain, if you have pain to spend, it will increase the stun. It does physical damage and stun. Every time you put points in, it'll increase that physical damage. And this is the ability. You jump over the guy, stab him. Whoops, I kind of missed. Stab him in the back, it stuns him. Something's killing me though. I'm on fire! Come back so I can get you. Jump over him, get him in the back, stunned, yeah! And finally we are on to the tricky skill tree. We'll start off with Itty Bitty Boom. You get this at level 3. The bad guys don't even notice this grenade until it explodes and hits them like a truck. So, you put points into this, it increases the physical damage. Here's what it looks like when you chuck it. You just actually throw a grenade, boom. Let's throw it at this here robot arm.
Does your policy cover pillaging?
At level 14, you'll be able to unlock Lil Deadpool. Everyone will think this decoy is the real Deadpool, right up until it explodes in their faces. Classic! Alright, so it does physical damage as you jack points into it. The physical damage will go up. It's on a timer, so you'll throw it down, it'll look like a decoy. People will be like, "Oh look, there's Deadpool. There he is, that's Deadpool. Wait, oh no, that wasn't Deadpool." Let's get a closer look at that little guy. Aw, such a cute little doll. Hey guys! Hey look! Hey, it's Deadpool, look, they're attacking it, it's a decoy, boom. Hey, you can't come after me. There's Deadpools all over the place. An army of Deadpools. So it's a nice distraction, you can throw it down. If you don't have a lot of points into it, like me, to where it does damage, it still works as a distraction, and you can just blast them while they're chasing after it. At level 22, you'll be able to unlock Stink Bomb. You may be the one who dealt it, but the bad guys will be the one who smelt it. This actually does energy damage, which is pretty good for Deadpool. It has an area of effect when it goes off, and as you put points into it, it does increase the energy damage, but the tooltip for the next rank thing seems to be a little broken right now. I don't know, I'm sure that's not intentional. It's not a huge deal though, because you can see the damage go up as you put points in, and this is the actual thing. It does have a slight AoE range around it, which is kind of nice. It's got a pretty good range too. You can throw them very far, and it puts the stink on the guys. Let me reload. He's gonna have the stink on him, see?
Take that, landlubber!
At level 1, Deadpool does start out with initial super healing factor. This just regenerates 120 health per minute. If you put points into it, of course, it will jack up that health you recharge per minute. At level 8, Deadpool will unlock Get Better Fast. In my opinion, this is an absolute must-have for Deadpool. It's amazing. It gives this guy some great survivability. What it does is, it heals you. You use it, it'll eat some of your spirit, you'll gain your life back. Depending on how many points you have put into it will determine how much it heals you for, and if you have pain to spend, it will double the amount that it heals you for. So this is really, really good power. At level 18, you'll get to unlock power-ups. Share these glowy boosts with your teammates, or not. We won't judge you. You throw some power-ups on the floor, and you get power-ups. Exactly what it is. As you put points into it, you will slightly increase the amount of power-ups spawned. When you use it, you throw things down. The bear will heal you, so that gives you health back, and the Hulk power-up. Give me the Hulk power-up. It'll make you big, it'll make you strong, it'll make you crazy. At level 26, Deadpool will be able to learn the power God Mode. It's a passive power. Why lose a fight when you can cheat instead? Alright, so what this does is when you die, you actually don't die. It'll last for 5 seconds. It will have a cooldown of 1.5 minutes. You can't use it like crazy every time you die if you're wiping over and over and over again, but you can use it. And I'll try to do it right now to show you how it works. God Mode enabled. So see how I died? I had no health. I used God Mode. It's flashing on the screen. Cheat Mode, and now I'm alive. So I didn't die. It's a pretty awesome passive in my opinion. It's so much fun. And finally, at level 30, Deadpool will unlock Body Slide by 1. This is his teleport ability. As you put points into it, it will decrease the spirit cost, and if you spend pain, it will reduce the spirit cost to 0. This is what it does. It's just his teleport. I'm sure you've seen Deadpool teleporting around. Super convenient power. And once again, at level 30, you get Deadpool's ultimate power, Server Lag. Psst. Listen up, but just keep this between you and me. This power hacks into the game server and makes all enemies non-responsive. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to make it work against bosses yet. Alright, so this will make all enemies non-responsive. This is the AoE range, so as you can see, it's the entire screen. So basically, anybody you see is going to be non-responsive. We're going to find a huge pile of guys and use it. This is alright. Use it, and everyone's frozen. Everybody's lagging out, except for those turrets. They're still shooting at me over here. It didn't hit these two guys. Oh. Ignores negative conditions. Great. But yeah, so anyone normal, it works on. And it played a cool little beat. I don't know if you heard that, but it was cool. I told you at the end of the video I'd tell you which one of these Deadpool costumes was my favorite. And I have to say, Pirate Deadpool costume takes the cake because it is hilarious. I am an extremely huge fan of the default, just regular, plain old Deadpool costume. But I have to say, this pirate costume has made me laugh a lot. Deadpool's just overall funny guy altogether though, so if you haven't tried him out, I really suggest you do it. It's a nice little change of pace in comic world. And other than that, I'd just like to say, I have been reading all the comments and everything in all my videos. You guys keep requesting new heroes, and I usually base my next hero off the comments, off which one gets the most comments. Deadpool definitely took the cake lately for the most requests, so here's Deadpool. Make sure to let me know in the comments below who you'd like to see me play next, and whoever gets the most comments is most likely who I'll do, unless I've already done them. So far I have done Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Wolverine. So if you haven't seen those and you're interested in any of those heroes, you could check out my channel to find those. I'll have links in the description and at the end of the video. And other than that, I just want to say you guys have been leaving awesome feedback. I love all the feedback, so keep leaving that. I appreciate every single bit of it. Good, bad, whatever. I've been taking it all in. I'm trying to improve with each video. And I guess that's all I got for you for now, so thanks a ton for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'm Djinn. This is Marvel Heroes All Things Deadpool. Bye.
I be the jauntiest pirate alive!